Hi everybody, it's Catalina, and today I want to talk about being tired on the paleo diet. And this is a common question I get all the time, and it's hard for me to tell you that this is the reason for why you're tired, because basically everybody's doing something different. But today I want to talk about some very common reasons for being tired on the paleo diet, and so let's get started. The first one is that you are not eating enough food, and this happens all the time because of two reasons. Usually because a person wants to lose weight, so they start following the paleo diet, or really because they are afraid of the foods that they're eating on the paleo diet. So for a lot of people, it's really hard to get out of their minds that fat is not going to make them fat and that meat is not going to make them fat. So some people are eating a paleo diet, but then they're eating a very small amount. They're having a big salad, but they're having a tiny bit of oil with it. They're having a tiny little bit of meat, and so they're not having enough calories, which is a reason for why you would be really tired. And so it's important to realize that the foods you're eating, fat's not going to make you fat, meat's not going to make you fat, and you have a ton of veggies as well to fill you up and give you lots of energy. It's not going to make you fat. The second reason is that you're eating very low carb, but you're not in ketosis, and maybe you're not even trying to get in ketosis, and so your body is in this really uncomfortable, awkward place in which it runs on glucose, but you're not giving it enough glucose to function properly. And since it's not in ketosis, it's not running on fat either, so that is a very common reason for you to feel really tired. Another reason is that you are not replacing the calories that you have removed. So for example, in my home, the way I grew up with my parents, we would have a big salad, a piece of meat, and then 2 types of carbs. And a lot of people, what they would do is just have the same plate and remove the carbs, and so now they're eating suddenly a lot less calories. So if you're removing certain foods, like you're removing bread and pasta from your meal, then it's important to replace that with something else. You replace it with a lot more vegetables, but you also replace it usually with more fat. If you replace those with fat, you're going to feel really full. You're going to start teaching your body to use up fat for energy, and then you're going to feel really good as well physically, and you'll be able to think clearly and not be tired. Another common reason is that you are dehydrated, and again this happens if you are following a low carb paleo diet. Suddenly, you were eating bread and pasta and pizza, and suddenly you removed all of that, then your body is going to get dehydrated, because that's what you get with carbohydrates. They make the body hold on to water, which is why some people experience dry skin when they go low carb and things like that. So this is another reason. And when you're dehydrated, you can't think, you feel exhausted, you feel like you're hungry as well, when you're not even hungry, but you're really thirsty. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Something similar to this is that you're avoiding salt completely. And originally, or some people like Dr. Cordain talk about having no salt in the diet because it's not paleo, but in reality salt is essential. And if you are at the same time going to the gym and you're sweating a lot, you definitely need to get some salt in your diet to replace those minerals. Something else very common on people when they start following a paleo diet is that they start having a lot of coffee. So in the morning, they're not having their pancakes and waffles anymore, or their cereal, but then they just start replacing that with lots of coffee. And this is a terrible thing. I really don't think that should be something that anybody should do. Basically, you're just borrowing from your body energy that you don't really have. You're exhausting yourself in the long term. It's really bad for your adrenals, and in the end, you just get adrenal fatigue. You end up exhausted. So it's definitely important to keep an eye on the coffee you're having. I have actually removed coffee completely from my diet, and it's been amazing, and I don't miss it at all. The last reason is that you might have fat malabsorption, which is something very common as well when you switch to a high-fat diet. Usually most people come from having a very low-fat diet, so the gallbladder is not releasing enough bile to break down the fat and absorb all those nutrients. So even though you're eating all these healthy fats, you're not really absorbing what you need to get from them. So that would be another common reason to be very tired. And I've talked about this before. In this case, it will be very helpful to have things like digestive enzymes, probiotics, and also some Swedish bitters to get your body used to breaking down fat. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. I would like to know if you have been tired on the paleo diet and if you know what the reason was. So please let me know in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.